Let's take a look at political tactics and strategy. To make effective use of organizational politics, leaders must be aware of specific political tactics and strategies. Ethical political behaviors can be divided into three related groups: tactics and strategies aimed at gaining power, building relationships with supervisors and coworkers, and avoiding political blunders. All of these political approaches help the leader gain or retain power and successfully manage stressful work environments. As defined by a group of researchers, political skill is a constructive force. Cultivating friendly, cooperative relationships with powerful organizational members and outsiders can make the leader's cause much easier to advance. Developing power contracts is focused type of social networking. A high level political strategy is to do whatever the political environment demands to attain your goals. Political correctness involves being careful not to offend or slight anyone, and being extra civil and respectful. A natural inclination for most people is to resist change, so the person who steps forward first to accept reasonable changes will acquire some political capital. A useful tactic for developing a positive relationship with your manager is to ask about ways to improve your performance. Look for ways to make a stronger contribution to the group. A comprehensive strategy for both gaining power and building relationships is to develop positive psychological capital. Organizational politics involves building positive relationships with network members who can be helpful now or later, including subordinates, coworkers, external customers, and suppliers. Impression management includes behaviors directed at enhancing one's image by drawing attention to oneself. Often, the attention of others is directed towards superficial aspects of the self, such as clothing and grooming. Polite behavior provides an advantage. Courteous, pleasant, civil, and positive people are the first to be hired and the last to be fired. Asking advice on work related topics builds relationships with other employees. Asking another person for advice, someone whose job does not require giving it, will usually be perceived as a compliment. One of the most basic political tactics is sending a thank you note. It's simply an application of sound human relations. Many successful people take the time to send handwritten notes to employees and customers to create a bond with people. A strategy for retaining power is to refrain from making power eroding blunders. Committing these politically insensitive acts can also prevent one from attaining power. The oldest saying in human relations is to praise in public and criticize in private. Yet, the impassion of the moment, we may still surrender to an irresponsible impulse to criticize the boss publicly. Protocol is still highly valued in a hierarchical organization. Turning down top management, especially more than once, is a political blunder. You have to balance sensibly managing your time against the blunder of refusing a request from top management. To avoid hurting your career, it's important to avoid, or at least minimize, being blatantly tactless towards influential people.